Hello everybody, this is the official 100 subscriber special, and here today to celebrate we have thrown together a short series of comics and kind of a little fireside chat for all of you guys. And for the first time ever on the channel, we have Lilith, our channel artist. Hello!
Hi! It's, I guess, great, if I'm being honest. It's kind of weird being able to, I guess, interact with the people of the channel. But I would like to thank everyone for their support, and it's nice seeing how much people love Dr. Vexy and all of the designs that have been coming through.
He's so cute. Everybody loves him. This thing is awesome. So yeah, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys found me from Twitter, Instagram, whatever, thank you guys so much and welcome to the channel. This is 100 subscribers. Okay, so moving on to the first comic that we have for you guys. Man, you did a wonderful job on this one. Yeah, this comic is amazing. What's he doing here? What's going on?
Probably just reading I think I remember a lot of the early Dr. Vexy sketches, which we'll come back later on during this video. But I would always draw him with a spell book, and I feel like he's very much a scholar, so that explains why he's, I guess, reading one of his spell books here. And, you know, a nurse in the back just kind of dusting off some things on the shelves, you know.
Sometimes
things break.
Yeah, sometimes things break. That is a new character that we have. That is the head nurse.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to finally see her on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
We're slowly coming up with characters for the channel.
Yeah, we're expanding the lore here. We have, so as far as the plague nurses go, this one that we see here is this is the head nurse. She's kind of in charge of all the other nurses. Have we decided how many nurses that Dr. Vexy has?
I don't think we have an official number yet. I'm thinking maybe the colors of the rainbow would be like our best bet.
Okay.
But then again, it's all still on the drawing board, really.
I can totally like what we have here. I can totally see Dr. Vexy like trying out different occult techniques, and like he's trying to delve into all sorts of aspects of alchemy. But of course, because he's him, it doesn't go as planned. So whatever spell that he's trying to cast here, he knocked the poor lamp off the wall. Or is it a mirror? It's a mirror, I think.
I can't remember. I think it's like a glass ball of some sorts. Sometimes I sketch these things out and I forget what I even drew, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is that?
He's so cute. This is, yeah, so this is going to be the first comic here. Wonderful job on this. I love his little hat.
Yeah, the thing I like to point out is, especially when I was designing Dr. Vexy, a lot of people are aware of, like, you know, typical plague doctors and people making them cute and all, but, like, with him, I wanted to add a bit more color and make it that, like, that is his face. I'm debunking this right now. He is not wearing a mask. That is his actual face. Just saying that right now.
Okay. So is he like smooth and like fleshy, or is he like soft and fuzzy? Is he feathery?
No comment for the press. Honestly, a lot of even the nurses, like the nurses aren't wearing masks. That's just how they are. And as we go about fleshing out his whole like little universe and like all of his lore, like slowly we're going to hopefully the viewers enjoy. We're going to show you more of his world and more about him and like what goes on in his life.
Yeah, I know that we were talking about that before. We have some plans where we wanted to kind of, I don't know if we're going to do like a bunch of comic strips or like a whole kind of thing, but I do know that we had wanted to slowly start revealing how his world is over a short period of time. A very probably something that we can tell everybody is that he kind of runs his own little clinic, and we have plans in the future where
it will be located. Yeah,
of like where it's going to be located, what kind of world is going to be in it, what other.
I mean, we could tell them. It is we have a very concrete idea that we're going with.
Okay, all right. So yeah, what we have is, or do you want to tell them?
Do you or should I?
Go ahead.
Which one of us knows it better? All right. So, if you don't know, we both, when we started this channel, we have always been fans of like scary stories, and we like learning of creepy things that actually exist. One of them being how forests tend to hide a lot of things. I love personally learning a lot of forest stories and like urban legends, and a few of my favorites are the random stairs that you find in forests or buildings that just kind of appear out of nowhere. And so for one of our ideas is that he runs a clinic that is in the forest in the middle of nowhere. It's like a deep forge of forest, and the idea is that monsters go to him to, well, get their wounds healed and all that sorts of stuff. And another idea is that, like, we're still on the fence about maybe humans existing in this world, but I feel like if they do, they can't find the clinic. But sometimes they do, which results in the whole, look at this that I found, and you post it on Reddit type deal. You know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah, we have a hell of a lot of plans that we're gonna do here, and we have maybe in the future I was thinking about actually throwing together like a little Dr. Vexy fanfic. Kind of
fan fiction.
Yeah, like a little write-up of Dr. Vexy, and like read out an actual story. I'm still coming up with a voice for him. Maybe we could do some of these comics and like abridge them or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I know one idea I've had. Lately I've been on a bit of a crunch of time, but one idea I hope to maybe establish is maybe trying to get out a comic every week or maybe every other week on a certain set day. Maybe not the same day as video uploads, but maybe another time during the week. I am a bit of on time crunch at the moment, but it's definitely something I hope the viewers can look forward to.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a wealth of knowledge and kind of source material that we can put together here for the channel, and I'm so excited for it. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the second comic here. This one is another one of our new characters.
Tub Dog!
Tub Dog. We saw Tub Dog in the last video. So what's going on here?
Alright, so I guess I can semi-early explain some things that we'd like to reveal about Tub Dog, since this is a new character in our little Vexy universe. Tub Dog is basically a tub that's like a dog. Think of like one of those clawfoot tubs, but it's brought to life. It has a tail, those are its paws, like, it can eat things, like, and for the most part, Vexy treats it like a pet, but it can also carry things within it quite easily. So it's a great, like, travel companion.
Yeah, that does really seem kind of useful. Like, if he's going out collecting herbs and stuff, just throw it in Tub Dog.
Yeah. Because Tub Dog, I think, it's still in the works of what Tub Dog actually eats. We've been thinking maybe soap, but that may change.
he eats soap and bubbles.
But the main idea is that even though it is like a sentient tub, it isn't entirely it doesn't follow Dr. Vexy exactly. It acts like a dog. Sometimes it has its own ideas and its own thoughts and like its own wants and needs.
It seems like with this little comic here, he's kind of ridiculous and extravagant.
Yes, very much.
Also seems pretty strong too.
Well, think about it. Sometimes you buy your pet something and they'll bring back something else. You'll buy your dog a $20 toy and they'll come back with a stick with a couple of worms on it, and you're like, what is this? I bought you a brand new toy.
You buy your cat an extravagant toy and they play with the box.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely see Tub Dog being a part of the clinic. I don't know if he would necessarily be a part of like the healing part, but I could totally see him being like a background character in the waiting room.
He's definitely a character in the waiting room, but he's definitely on the scenes just in general for Dr. Vexy.
That's so cute. Alrighty, let's move on to the third comic here that we have. What's going on here?
Okay. To explain it, I've always imagined the clinic is probably very big. That's why there's so many nurses to help out with different patients and basically to keep the things clean. And one of them is, of course, the head nurse. She's probably always on top of things and trying to keep things tidy. We're still figuring out her character. This is not her final design. But one of the things we want to push is that she maybe has accents of pink in her outfit and like on her in general. That makes her stand out from the rest of the nurses. It's a lot of these things, it's all still on the drawing board, but in this comic, as you can see, we're featuring Tub Dog again, acting like a dog would, tracking in mud through where the dog shouldn't.
I just cleaned that, you ass.
Absolutely. I think the best thing is it's really nice to see that, because I know you've been sharing like people's feedback, and it's really nice knowing like how much people really enjoy Vexy, and we really just wanted to give back to the viewers and give them like, okay, you like this character, well, surprise, this character has its own story and its own world and stuff like that you can love even more. Like, I just figured it'd be nice.
So that actually leads us kind of into our next little thing. So looking at the at this map here, all of the original horror stories that I pump out, with the exception of the very first video that I uploaded, every single one of them actually stems from my D&D campaign, my Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and every single character that we have in there so far, we have Jericho, we have Edith, we have Jericho, we have Edith, we have Rumem, Teak, and we don't have Teak yet. Ooh, that'll be in the future. Oh. That's a little spoiler there. That's a little slippy. Yeah, we have Dana, and so all of these people that were featured. Oh,
you forgot about Evelyn.
Oh yeah, and Evelyn. Yeah. All of the people that we have featured kind of in these stories here, everybody's actually getting their own kind of side story. And I'm so excited for that. We've got a bunch of plans with Rumem, and what's funny is that Rumem is very important to you, Lilith, isn't he?
I wouldn't say very important. Okay, I guess I should spill the beans. Rumem is actually my very first D&D character. It was very interesting to have Rumem. Oh my goodness. Being a person that, it was interesting to design him. Of course, a lot of people hearing that he's my first are like, of course he's filled with trauma, but like, I wanted to make sure that his trauma was at least interesting.
We have in fact seen his trauma so far, and yeah, he is a hell of a character. And what I can tell everybody is all of the episodes of Rumem that we're putting out is everything that Lilith experienced as her character during the campaign when I ran it.
Yeah. There is one little tidbit I would like to mention. I guess a little inside the scenes thing. Originally, because you've told me a lot about your whole process of writing your campaign and all that, and sometimes you would talk to me and I would help you out on like certain things for the gods and all that.
Right.
But when it came down, to Edith, she was not originally in his official campaign.
Yeah, actually.
She was originally a love interest, and I said to Caleb, I said to him, I was like, well, why don't you do whatever you want with her? I'm giving you full liberties on what has happened to her. And we ended up on something quite amazing now, didn't we?
It was totally, I'm going to be entirely honest, everything that actually happened with Edith was ad-libbed on the spot. And when I ran Edith's backstory and she told me, yeah, just go ahead and do whatever, I'm like, oh, well, I'm a horror writer, so let's produce quite possibly one of my favorite stories that I've written so far.
And I know there are people hating me. I know there are people hating me for Room episode 2. I know.
Oh my god.
Because I wrote a majority of that.
And what's crazy is what we saw in Edith episode 4 was everything that actually happened and all of the choices that she made with Rumem in that session. And it left everybody there speechless.
I made people cry.
Yeah, it was so emotional because she just whipped out the whole like, all right, happy ending, I think.
It was really funny because I did something that not a lot of people do. Because a lot of people, when they first make a D&D character, they cherish you and they're like, I never want you to die. I don't want to spoil things because I don't know how many people have actually watched Edith, because I know Rumem has been quite a hit from what I've noticed, which I am really shocked by.
It has hundreds of views. Holy crap, guys.
Thank you, by the way. I didn't think his story would do that well, but thank you so much.
Yeah, so actually what we're looking at here with this map here, this is something that one of my other friends, it was actually one of my players in the session that Lilith was in, he made this entire map for the campaign. I don't know if the quality is too great on this. He blew this image up as a 4:3 ratio, because originally we were actually going to blow it up to be like a poster size. So I don't know if it shrunk down too well.
I remember you guys talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, I still have plans on doing that in the future. But you know what we might be able to actually do?
What?
We might be able to blow this up as a poster for our new line of merch. Oh my goodness. Lilith, you want to talk about that?
Alright, surprise, I guess. We have decided that not only in honor of celebrating 100 viewers on the channel, but we have also decided that it would be really nice to release our first wave of merch. I am going to do a bit of a spoiler. There will not be a plushie in the first wave. I'm sorry about that. I know some people really want the plushie. Don't worry, that's in the works. I'm doing lots of research.
Eventually.
I am doing so much research for you people. Don't worry. But the plan that we have laid out is for our first wave of merch, it's going to be, of course, Dr. Vexy based. And it's not going to be that big of a wave. However, we are going to need a bit of help from you guys in order to actually get this going, because little beknownst to you, even though we're not that big of a channel and both of us we're not millionaires. So we're planning on opening a Kickstarter just to kickstart the first wave of merch.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is eventually, in these coming days, we're going to launch a Kickstarter. We'll see about doing a line of merch with that. I'll probably throw in a few dollars in that one as well. But we're going to do that. We're going to get the first line of merch rolling. It's probably going to be some, like, maybe t-shirts, maybe pins, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I don't want to spoil it too much yet.
Yeah.
I would like some of it to be a bit surprised. We're not going to say what's on them yet or anything like that. However, I would like to also take a mention to the Patreon that we have officially open.
Yeah, so the Patreon that we have rolling, that is going to be for all of you guys who want to give back to the content that we have going on here. We have yet to launch it yet. We're still in the middle of making that and gathering some content to actually throw on there for you guys. But for the Patreon,
I will say some of the content we will include, though.
Yeah.
Would you like me to, or shall we keep that
absolutely.
hush-hush?
Nah, go ahead.
All right. So if you are all familiar, I do in fact do the artwork for the channel's thumbnails and videos in general. But I would also, well, what I was planning for the Patreon is I was planning on including some of the sketch work that I do or some of the loose ideas that maybe will come to fruition later on. However, we're not only going to focus on Dr. Vexy. We're also going to focus on some of the characters from some of our series, especially that of our D&D series. So expect like maybe certain scenes from certain audios in better quality images, because yes, I do put a lot of certain details into the thumbnails and some of the artwork. However, by this I mean I'm going to go full ham, and these are probably going to take me a long time. I don't know if they're going to meet some people's expectations, but I hope that they are very nice. And some of them maybe just be sketches. We've also considered doing character Q&As, so you can talk to them, maybe ask them things that you just want to know. Like, I don't know, what was Edith's favorite soup? Like, if there's somebody that really wants to know that, we'll answer it. It's a couple of ideas that we've been shooting out in the dark.
Also, what I wanted to throw on there is with the Patreon, I wanted everybody to have the ability to vote on some stuff. Vote on you know, some stories, give some suggestions. Some of the higher tiers, we'll totally like talk to you and everything. We'll meet up and we'll like chat with you. And I know some of the things that we had planned were we wanted like requests. Like some of the, I guess like the higher tiers can have like one channel requested art per month or something of like a scene that you wanted to see. So like if you guys wanted like a fully drawn out like festival scene where Edith and Rumim are being teenagers and kissing and stuff, we could totally put that out, and it'll be one of those like high quality, super awesome drawings that she was talking about taking a while on. You guys will have the chance to vote on what you want to see. You guys can give us suggestions on some Dr. Vexy stuff. There will be questions you guys can ask. It's just a way for us to give you guys some more content beyond the normal channel.
Speaking of content, there is something that we have been considering in the works. We are aware that we currently have the D&D series going on, and then we have on the side we do some short stories. However, we have also been considering in the works doing some side series that are not D&D related, but complete original works of their own. Yeah, for those that maybe aren't enjoying, like maybe Edith or Rumim aren't your cup of tea. Maybe you want something different, and we want to cater to that.
Absolutely. Yeah, she and I, you know, Lilith and I, we co-write, you know, most of these stories. But if you guys wanted something that is not D&D related, I put out something like My Cauterized Heart as the very first video. And that has absolutely nothing to do with my D&D campaign. I actually...
Oh, no, but I definitely recommend it. That was one of your original works that is incredibly... It's...
gory.
Go watch it. Go.
Nasty. That was
but if you do have some triggers with gore, I don't.
Yeah, that was my creative writing final back in high school.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was.
I got 100 on that one.
Well, I mean, with the quality that it is, it was worth 100.
We were actually in creative writing together.
We were. That was terrible.
You sat right in front of me.
We were literally beside each other, almost. And it was terrible, because our teacher loved horror, and we both loved writing tragedy and horror.
Oh,
so
man.
we were like her favorites.
Alrighty, guys. I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a pretty long video, but if you guys have any suggestions, any comments, anything at all, literally the comments are our favorite part about this. I always screenshot and send her the comics of the of anytime anybody says anything about the little drawings there and how cute Dr. Vexy is. I always send it to her. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions at all, any suggestions on stories, any suggestions on little Dr. Vexy lore expansion, let us know. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it, guys. Lilith,
do you want to plug yourself quick?
I think the plugging does itself. I did want to say that we just started a TikTok,
that's right,
channel TikTok, and that is run entirely by Lilith. Over there, she's going to be posting little videos of little spoilers and the process of how she draws some things. So that's just some more social media to check out. There's also, she has her Instagram. She's taking commissions. We have the Twitter. We have our Instagram. I know sometimes I post on Reddit, and that's actually where a hell of a lot of you guys are actually coming from. But yeah, unless you have any final comments here, Lilith, I think that's gonna be about it.
I think you have a point. I think I would just like to say, since I know you're gonna end this out, as my final comment, thank you all again so much. It has been a pleasure being able to provide some visuals to some of Caleb's amazing writing and voice acting, and I hope that from here on out that things on the channel really, I guess, keep the viewers involved and keep them on the edge of their seats.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. That's ridiculous. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.